Hello everyone. Today we are at Bonaventure Cemetery and we just got some people married in the Colonial Monument Garden and it was very lovely. Today it rained earlier in the day, so everything right now is very bright and green. And we've got the lovely sky that I keep talking about that happens when it's kind of cloudy, and there's not a lot of dust or pollen because everything got washed away last night with the rain. So in Bonaventure Cemetery we have, I'm going to turn this around so that I can see what I'm looking at here. This is a road that looks similar to the road that's at Wormslow, but it is obviously much smaller. And we usually end up our photo sessions here. As you can see, we've got a lot of really beautiful stuff over here. We've got some azaleas still hanging on. Let's see, go over this way just a little bit, zoom back out. Just wanted to show everyone kind of what this place looked like. We're kind of in part of the newer section of the cemetery over here. Go up this way just a little bit. Today is March 30th. We also have a bunch of dogwood trees blooming today, which is great. All of these big green bushes that are in front of me right here, those are azaleas, and those have already been pretty much done for the year. So this is not the really great part with all of the really beautiful monuments, but this is where the road is that we end our photo shoots on. So I'm going to stop for a second and then we're going to go over to another area that has a lot of the really cool monuments. Okay, we are back. We are in the Colonial Garden area right now. We've been doing a lot of weddings here lately. There's this beautiful tree right here. We usually do the weddings right here, right below it. The garden itself isn't very exciting. It's kind of sort of an open field. Again, it is March 30th. The grass hasn't really come in yet in the center here. So there's that. I promise this kind of looks a little bit better in the photos that I take, especially since I can get good depth of field. But this area, it's pretty cool. There's two other areas where people can get married in the cemetery, and I'm going to show you those in a little bit. Just gonna let this show you a little bit more of this area, and then I'm gonna go down to an area with some monuments that I really like. This area also has a parking area at the end of it, which is where we all drive to from the main area. Okay, so I'm going to stop for a second and go down to the place where I like the monuments. Okay, we are back again. This is one of my favorite monuments. It is the Morgan Angel. She's down here kind of near the water. As you can see, like there's not a lot of trees way back there in the back. That's because there's marsh and water down there. This is a pretty secluded, beautiful area of the cemetery. Kind of zoom down here, see all that lush green stuff. This is the last place that I saw the cemetery fox, whose name is Buddy, even though Buddy's a girl. That's what they call her. Anyway, I've got some more really awesome stuff here. I'm gonna go down this road, show you some of my favorite spots to take pictures. There's some really spectacular stuff like this obelisk right here. Like, check this out, like how tall it is. It's amazing. Oh, that's really difficult to get into photographs because it's so tall. Okay, let's go down this way. Just going to show you a couple of things and then I'm going to go to one of the other locations we can do weddings. Okay, this is oh, why can't I think of the name of this angel? It's slipping my mind right now. I'm gonna pop in, see here. Yeah, this is the Baldwin angel. She's just gorgeous. She's really far away from everything though, so can't get her too many pictures, especially when it's sunny outside, because it's just so bright in here. And she's very white. The family takes good care of that plot. Got some nice, beautiful old graves and tombs right here. Let's see here. There's not a lot of people in here today, probably because it's a little cooler and it is on the warm side, or not on the warm side. This area right here is especially gorgeous. There you go, there's a dogwood tree right back there behind that cross. Let's zoom over this way. This is one of my favorite, absolute favorite ones. What the hell, that moss right there, the dogwoods. It's just beautiful. And then there's another, I believe they pronounce Theus. I'm not really sure. Theus statue. There you go. I love all these things right here. And these are usually some spots that I hit up when I do the photo shoots. Alright, we're gonna go down to the Walls Garden, and I will give you my tips and tricks and advice for getting married in Bonaventure Cemetery. Alright, this is the Walls Garden, and of course you're probably thinking, wow, this is the most landscaped and, you know, organized area that we've seen so far. Why don't you do all of your weddings here? Well, for a couple of reasons. We do use this area sometimes, especially if people have, you know, on the higher number of guests. Just because there's more space to put them and it makes it look a little bit more formal. One of the reasons that I don't like to use this area too much is because it is pretty far away from all of the cool stuff that I just showed you a minute ago. I'm going to try to see, again, like I said in some other videos, we're not really used to doing these videos, so just bear with us and we will, let me switch this around to my face again. Hi, there we are. Okay, we are not used to doing a lot of video, so we're still learning things, and I'm going to try to get some actual photos from some weddings in those other two places that I showed you before at the end of the video, just to show you what they look like, because they look a lot better with the still camera than they do with this video camera for some reason. So, okay, so anyway, what was I gonna do? Let's see. Whoa, yes, let me go show you this other one thing. So my main tips and tricks for getting married in Bonaventure Cemetery is, again, just like everywhere, don't stress out if it's rained or it's cloudy, because especially with all of these trees, it makes it look really awesome. Okay, I want to kind of show you one thing here. I'm gonna put this down at the road. See how the roads pretty much everywhere, there's nothing paved. There's really not anything paved here. So this is another situation where you're gonna have to walk a lot, especially if you do choose the Walls Garden, because driving around in cars doesn't make a lot of sense just because of time constraints. And that's also the reason for we're walking. So what I would advise you to do, again, just like just about everywhere else, is to wear comfortable shoes. The spike heels are great. They look great. They look awesome. But again, we're in an unpaved area and there's a lot of walking to be done. So just keep that in mind. Of course, you can wear whatever you want to. We can just get a lot more done and quicker if everybody is ready to walk a lot, especially in the cemetery. I was just telling my last clients, I could take pictures in here for hours. There's some squares downtown that are really small, and sometimes it gets a little bit difficult to come up with more creative poses and different locations in those areas. But here, I could just stay here all day. It would be amazing. But anyway, okay, so first tip, comfortable shoes. Second tip, in the summer especially, there are going to be bugs out here. We always have bug spray, but if you want to bring some of your own, if you have a preference, this would be a good place. As you could see by the first location that I showed you on that road, it does look kind of like Wormslow, and it is closer to downtown Savannah. So if you're looking for a lot of trees, this is probably one of the better places to get trees. Yes, we're in a cemetery, but it's so beautiful, and especially if you come here, just walk around, just check it out. It's just so amazing and different than any other cemetery I've ever been in. And we all kind of take pride in the fact that it's here and it's so historical and just has all these beautiful, amazing things and all of these plants and so many trees again, just so many trees. Everybody's always asking, can we get married in front of the tree with the moss? Pretty much everywhere in Savannah, it's almost harder to find a tree that doesn't have moss on it, especially in Bonaventure Cemetery. Let's see. So we have the roads not being paved, there's bugs. You can schedule an after hours event, and then there won't be lots of tours and other people, and you can get a better lighting situation, especially in the summer. They just cost a little bit more because we have to pay permit fees to do that. We have to pay a permit fee just to come in here and do any kind of photo shoot at all anyway, so that's why this package costs more than some of the other ones that are downtown and on Tybee. Let's see. This is another place that is better to have, like if you are going to have a larger number of guests, this cemetery area is better just because it's not really as obvious that there's so many, there's more stuff for your guests to do while you're getting your pictures taken. They can wander around and look at things and take pictures themselves, and there's more space for me to be able to take photos without being everybody crowding around me and making it a little bit more difficult. Let's see, in late February to about mid-March, the azaleas are all blooming and everything is basically pink. This place is amazing. It's rained a couple of times, and I wish that I had gotten in here before that to get some of that on a video. If you can see, like the petals are sort of all on the ground right now, and like over there, they're just like, it rained really hard last night and this morning, so they're all gone. But they've been gone for a little while. Let's see. If you do have guests and you're coming here, especially after hours, they are coming here specifically for us to be let in. And we have exactly an hour, so they will let us in, and then they will make us leave, like physically make us leave at the end of the hour. So if you have guests with you and they're not driving in the same car with you, make sure that they are on time so that we can start and not lose any of our time, because this is a city-owned area and they're not going to joke around and say like, oh well, they were late, whatever. They're going to want to go home, so you gotta be on time, especially. Not that being on time isn't important anyway, but it's especially important in here because of the definite restricted time limit. Also, if we do go past the limit, could potentially get in trouble, and that would be bad. So anyway, if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down here. Subscribe. We hope to give you more videos about everything and all things about eloping to Savannah. Hope this was helpful for Bonaventure Cemetery. We'll probably come back out here again when it looks a little bit different. And again, thanks for watching, and we will be back again with another location. All right, have a good one.